Welcome back, crazies, into another installment of book recommendation. This one, the last one was the the Air Chronicles, as you know. If you haven't read it, go, go read it and watch the video. Go see it. This one is Gone by Michael Gant. Grant. Is it Gant or Grant? I'm going with Gant, because Gant just sounds better than Grant. This is a very good series. I would say it's definitely a thumbs up. It's a thumbs up, folks. Go read it. The only downside, I would point out a lot of flaws in this book. Gone, there are a lot of parts in the book that just kind of drag on. And it's a slow start, and then it picks up, and then it slows down, and then picks up, and then it slows down. So there's a lot of parts where you can read, get up to, and then we can close it and put it down, and then we can walk away for a day or something, and then pick it up and read it again. So that's the down part. But I would say it's a great, good series. The reason why I bought this novel, I actually saw it in stores and just laying there. I was like, this looks familiar. Or, this looks interesting. So I picked it up. I think I read the first chapter in the store. Or, no, I read the first 3 pages. And, bam. I liked it. Because the adults, anybody 15 and older, just poofs. They just poof out of existence. And I kind of want to know why. I really don't realize why. I mean, I haven't really, in this one, don't really figure out why they really poofed. I mean, you figure out why they poofed, but you don't know why it's just 15. Like, why do you poof at 15? But what really got to me was this review by ALA Book List. I'm going to read it to you. This intense, marvelously plotted, paced, and characterized story will immediately garner comparison to Lord of the Flies or even the long plain war sifts of Stephen King, with just a dash of X-Men for good measure. A potential mix of action and thoughtfulness centered around good and evil, courage and cowardice, rendered this a tour de force that would leave readers dazed, disturbed, and utterly breathless. And that is right. That is truly correct. That review that I just read is right. If you have read Lord of the Flies, which if you are in high school or out of high school, you most likely have read Lord of the Flies. And I know everybody has seen the X-Men movies. There are too many to name, and we have probably seen the television shows. This is Lord of the Flies mixed with X-Men. And that's what really drew me, because I love Lord of the Flies and I love X-Men. So that's what really kept me into this read. There's parts of the book that I could just literally go, okay, this book stunk, and I just want to throw it down. And just say, I don't want to read this. This series stinks. But I didn't. What really kept me into this book was I wanted to know what powers which people had. I mean, I was going through it going, what power does he have? What power does he have? I just kept on reading to figure out who would have what power. And also, as I read, I was like, he's more like of a Magneto character. He's more like a Professor X. And I kept on seeing X-Men in this novel. I was like, oh, that's Professor X. That's Cyclops. That's Mystique. And so far, I just was seeing a lot of X-Men and a lot of and a lot of Lord of the Flies. So it's basically, you see society quickly develop into chaos. And then I like that in the novel. I mean, you really see, that they kind of have a set thing that they're doing. They're trying to develop civilization again as kids. They're trying to build and keep everything orderly, but we see it slowly slipping into chaos. Now, will it reach chaos? We have to read the book to find out. Another thing that was actually kind of good but kind of bad was it shifted viewpoints. It followed one character for like a chapter or two, and then it follows another character for a chapter or two. I mean, I've lately been getting into that, the whole viewpoint switching. I kind of been liking it because I like seeing through the eyes of different characters. So I highly recommend this series. If you are not, I would warn you, if you're not a fan of slow starts and a lot of dragging, then this isn't a series for you. But if you are a person that are a diligent reader that would basically read the book and just stick with it, I guarantee you won't be disappointed. It does get better. I haven't read the sequel. There is Hunger and Lies. And I believe it's supposed to be a 7-part series. I'm not certain. But I haven't read the sequels to it. But I'm pretty certain that if you stick with this book, you won't be disappointed. It would be a great novel and a great series. It just, like I said, if you're not a fan of slow reads and a slow novel, then just don't even bother picking this up. But if you are a diligent reader who want to stick with it, pick this up and just stick with it. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. So all I have to say is live and let live and keep on reading. Bye.